So, yeah, well, you know it.
I do.
You know it. So here's a little bit, I think from chapter 10 is my Molly Maguire chapter. I'm just reading a bit of it. Mission, remember, inspiration lives everywhere. The Molly Maguires began as a group of men calling themselves the Sons of Molly Maguire. But who was she? A feeble old lady who needed to be saved? I don't think so. Was she merely legend? Who are her daughters? I decided somehow that the stories of Molly's daughters were the same as my story, at least for the sake of exploring the project. Who were these women? They were here, they landed on American soil, and some of them made their way into mining towns. Many of these women had no voting rights, no legal way to earn a living once their male counterpart was gone. Often they were left with so many mouths to feed. How did they do it? I became obsessed. The daughters of Molly Maguire became Molly Daughter. In the end, there were 4 different versions of the play. The last solo version is published by Pennsylvania University Press and distributed by Chicago University Press in an anthology entitled Anthracite. And then the poem at the end of this chapter, I'll just read that too. I had it. I thought I had it. It was right there. I stayed up so many nights laying it all down. It pushed through my soul, birthing a rosary through vocal stigmata, counting my blessings, lucky stars. Everything became miraculous. Driving, writing, speaking. I can do all of these things. They could not. So I will keep going with this. I will keep pushing through with all of these impossible things waiting at my fingertips for me to notice, to speak, to move, to tell. Their story is my story, is their story is my story, is we are, it is. So you talk about the jail, right? So I've written all these songs honoring different men and learned about their wives, wrote about them. What I could never write about was the doors in front of the jail. Have you experienced this? Like, it takes your breath away when you stand out there.
Yeah, it does.
So there were a lot of stories about women who actually had stays of execution in their hand, but they would not unlock the door for them. So I just came up with a fictional character and decided to write this. This is our newest song, actually, about our oldest subject. So I invented Saoirse O'Leary to sort of tell the story a little bit. So this is a brand new song. I'm gonna cheat and just flip to the just in case. Ready? Saoirse O'Leary, hail from Donegal. She landed on the shores where the carts of gold were hauled. Her eyes were set on Michael Kelly. On American soil they'd wed, who toiled away in the mines and who kept his family fed. Well, Michael was an Irishman, his spirit was pure fire. The Pinkerton detective made him a son of Molly Maguire. Asa Packer lived in a mansion atop an impressive hill. He worked with Franklin Gowdy and named the men they killed. Money was their object. They owned the railroads and mines. Asa ran for president. He felt himself divine. For Michael was an Irishman. His spirit was pure fire. The Pinkerton detectives made him a son of Molly Maguire. Irish were easy targets, expendable labor they were called. Gowan and Packer seemed threatened over the coal they hauled. Saoirse she appealed to the high courts. She fought for what was fair. For Michael was an Irishman, his spirit was pure fire. The Pinkerton detectives made him a son of Molly Maguire. On that fatal Thursday, Saoirse held the stay in her hands. She pounded on that giant door, for monsters not for men. And on the other side, where Michael he hang from a rope, she pounded even harder. She screamed until she choked. For Michael was an Irishman, his spirit was pure fire. The Pinkerton detectives make him a son of Molly Maguire. By the time the door flung open, the crowd began to rise. They purchased jailhouse tickets and watched till Michael died. As a measure of courtesy, he sent Franklin, who lived on high, provided the hearse and the coffin, and parked them both outside. For Michael was an Irishman, his spirit was pure fire. The Pinkerton detectives made him a son of Molly Maguire. Saoirse O'Leary ran to her husband's side. She loosened the rope around his neck, her husband, his bride. She cradled him so gently, still warm he lay in her arms. Slowly she rocked him, she sang the wedding song. For Michael was an Irishman, his spirit was pure fire. Pinkerton detectives made him a son of Molly Maguire. Saoirse O'Leary, that bride did all that she could. In her hand she held his freedom through the door with that big lid. Go pound on that giant door and try your best to walk through. And I swear to God, you're all that's good. Saoirse will pound through it.